view. What the boss's view. You gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association. Joe.
All right. Man, we are back after Christmas.
Yes.
After Christmas, guys. Thank you for joining us for episode number 22 of the YMA Nation podcast. I'm going to start letting you do the intro.
No, but you do it so well.
Yeah, but I can't finish the intro. You jumping
finish.
in.
Go ahead.
Episode number 22. Today is Friday football.
Friday football.
Guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. We miss you guys.
Yes.
We miss you guys. And congratulations to all of the people who won for the $1,000 drawing that we did last night.
Yes.
Yes, on New Year's Eve. So, guys, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's 2021.
Yeah.
2021. So, guys,
we're going to have fun today, though, because after they go watch this episode,
right,
then we're giving them live score predictions later.
You're giving them live score predictions later.
He's going to be there, y'all.
I will be there.
He's going to be there.
But she's the sports guru with her. You see her shirt. All right, let's get into this. Yes. Guys, if you are on right now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hashtag YMA Nation down in the comment section. And subscribe. And share the video. Today is Friday football, and we have a lot to talk about.
It's going to be fun.
She have her whole sheet laid out.
I have 2 sheets today.
2 sheets.
2 sheets because one's for later, one's for now.
Okay. Now, we said that it was going to be like 60-40, that it was 60%. You just want to talk about yours and then 40% over here. But I think you got so much more because I definitely don't have 2 sheets. So it's going to be 70-30. I want to sit here and observe and
He's not. And he's a little bit salty.
I'm going to get in. Oh, are we talking about the Hurricanes already? Okay, so let's get started, guys. Go ahead.
Okay. So
all right, so we're gonna start off with the Cure Bowl. We're gonna start off with the Cure Bowl and your team that you predicted that was gonna win, Coastal Carolina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They lost to Liberty. It's okay.
Liberty 37-34
and
overtime. Game. And overtime too.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
Like, if you really watched that game, it was exciting. It was back and forth. I mean, it was good. They were playing really good football.
And it went into overtime, too,
teams. Yeah. It was just, the ending was crazy. I think, like, the last part of the fourth quarter going into the overtime and then the overtime, I think it was just crazy. It was crazy.
So, let's talk about the quarterback. Malik Willis.
Uh-huh.
He had 29 attempts for 19 completions, which is not bad. I mean, it's not excellent, but it got them to the win for 220 yards.
Yeah, I mean, they're building a really good program up at Liberty and at Coastal. So the coach for Coastal signed a 7-year extension, so he's going to be there, you know, if he don't get like a bigger offer somewhere else. Right. But you know, he's locked in. He's there building that program. Freeze, I think, is at Liberty building that program out. So, I mean, they're going to continue to grow and be good in their perspective.
Right. It's good that they're getting some limelight, too.
Yep. I think that's awesome. So, you want to go to the Oklahoma State and Miami game? Or are we just going to...
The Cheez-It Bowl. The Cheez-It Bowl.
Are we going to
No, we are not bypassing it. I'm going to get into Miami.
Look, they lost their quarterback. He has a knee injury.
Right.
And it's like I said in previous Friday football episodes, if you lose the quarterback, that's a very pivotal person to lose, especially in a game that's competitive already. You know, if you're playing someone that's a lesser team and you can afford for that position to be missed, that's one thing. But to lose that position in a big bowl game, in a bowl game, it's tough.
In any big game.
Yeah, in any big game. So he'll be back next year, though.
So I agree with you 100%. But I'm not going to take I'm not going to sway away from the problems that they have. Defense was poorly executed on the Miami side. They gave up 305 yards in passing, right? So if you have look at her staring up like she's ready to jump in.
I agree with you.
Right.
I agree with you. But Oklahoma State always has one of those types of offenses.
Right.
They always have a scoring offense. So, yeah, the defense could have played better to help compensate for Miami missing the quarterback. But you got to be able to score more points than the other team, too.
But they scored 34 points.
Yeah, but how many points did Oklahoma State score?
37.
So you got to be able to outscore your opponent. And
Okay.
that falls a
but
lot.
you just said that they didn't have their QB.
Yeah.
So now you're saying that they have to score high
No,
points
I'm
without
agreeing
their
with
quarterback.
you. I'm just saying that Oklahoma State is already one of those offenses that
That's going
score
to
a
score
lot
a lot
of
of points.
Right. Even on a good defense. So where the defense, yes, I agree with you, they could have been better.
Right. Which they need to, right? And they got until next season.
They're going to have to continue to
get
build.
better, right.
Right. But when you're going up against an offense that scores a lot of points as is, then that's where you need both sides.
Right.
You need your offense to be able to score a lot of points to keep up with the points that the other team's scoring, and you need your defense to step up more.
That's an excellent point. I'm going to say why. Because if just going back through the games that they played, like against Clemson, every time they play a team that scores a lot of points, that team scores a lot of points on the defense.
Right.
So, but there's some things that need to be cured up.
Right.
Are you trying to start or grow your business? Well, welcome to YMA Financial, where we have created the ultimate platform for entrepreneurs and business owners. We specialize in small business startups. Our accredited business consultants will help turn your dream to a reality. We'll help obtain your business documentation, help you establish and build business credit, and whether you're working from home or storefront, we'll help fully launch your business. Check out our website at www.ymafinancial.com or give us a call at 888-531-6611. On the defense,
Right.
to prevent those type of things.
They had to be competitive with the offensive side of the ball on the other team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then, and the same thing goes for the opposite side too.
Right.
Offense too, right? Offense can go and have 3 and out, and then putting that team, the defense, right back out on the field.
And Miami's still in they're truly still in the building phase.
Right. So I don't want to take away from that.
Truly still figuring out who they are as a program. Like the coach figuring the players out, the players figuring the coach out, the schemes, the dynamics, and recruiting. So you got to bring people in so when you have injuries to your quarterback or a position to where they can put it be the next man up mentality. But when you don't have that depth, when you lose someone, then that's when it becomes an issue.
They've been doing a good job in recruiting.
Yeah,
though.
they
So
have.
I'll give them that.
They
Yeah, they have been doing a good job in recruiting. And I'm going to say this though, if they didn't lose their quarterback, I feel they would have won that game.
I believe so.
I believe they would have won the game. And I'm going off statistics.
That's a leadership thing too, because your quarterback is a big leader of a team normally, typically.
Let's talk about stats real quick. And just to back up the point I said.
Right.
So De'Aaron King, before he got hurt, he had 13 attempted passes 10 of those was completed. That's excellent. 10 for 13.
Right.
And out of those 10 completed, he threw for 113 yards. So imagine 3 more, like the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter.
right,
That type of
right.
performance, they would have won a game.
I think so.
Perry did good. He threw for 228 yards. He just had a lot of development to go.
And it looks like he panicked.
I was going to say that. Under pressure.
Under pressure. He just underperforms under
Right.
pressure. He's got to learn how to deal with the adversity and make the good plays.
You know what I would do? If I was the offensive coach, I would put him on the field doing practice, and I'll put 2 linemen up there. I'll put 3. I'll put the center and 2 linemen to help him. And then I'll put like 5 defensive players, and I'll just drill him back to back.
I'm sure, but in game is different.
It is, but repetition creates like.
I'll say this too, and you see this.
Repetition creates preparation.
It does, but you see this a lot too. For whatever reason. I know the reason. The reason is when you have an experienced quarterback that can look at the defense and they're able to audible and say, okay, the defense is fixing to do this. Let me change the play up to this, or let me make these adjustments so that it gives me more time in the pocket, or I can create a run pass option type play, right? Well, when you lose that experience and you bring someone in, it was the same thing when Clemson lost Trevor Lawrence and you had DJ in. He wasn't going to the line and audible and based it off what the defense is playing. He's strictly going off the play that the coach puts into his ear to play. That limits your ability and what you're able to do as an offensive coach to be able to adjust, because you don't have a quarterback that can go to the line, audible, make changes, change the play based off what the defense is doing.
Right. And that's what I would drill him on. I would put him up there during practice and just create those same type of the scenarios that you just pointed out. And then force his mind to start thinking and adjusting to that. It'll come. I feel they're going to have a good year next year.
We got a lot of games to get to. Are you ready?
College football playoff semifinals.
Wow. So we have, Lord have mercy, there's a lot of bowl games. Chick-fil-A Bowl. You have Georgia versus Cincinnati. Number 9 Georgia versus number 8 Cincinnati.
I don't know, because Cincinnati been amazing this year.
I think that this is going to be a really good game because I haven't read where either teams have a lot of players opting out.
Right.
So like you did with the Florida-Oklahoma game. A lot of the Florida players were opting out, getting ready for the draft. You don't have that in this game. So I think that it's going to be a very competitive game.
I think so too.
Competitive game.
Both of them are able to move the ball on offense. So.
If you look at the stats, Cincinnati, if you look at like where they're ranked in like total offense, defense, Cincinnati is actually a better team than Georgia. But I'll get to my picks later today. So y'all gotta wait for that. Then we have the Citrus Bowl. Auburn versus 14 Northwestern.
I'm going to go with Auburn on that one.
I don't think so. But I'll get that later.
Let me write that one down, and then so we can talk about that next week. So Auburn.
No, it's going to be later today.
No,
I get my picks later.
No, I mean next Friday football. We'll talk about
who was right and who was wrong.
Yeah.
And then we have, of course, you have North Carolina State, NC State versus Kentucky. So number 23, NC State versus Kentucky. That's going to be tomorrow. You have Ole Miss versus Indiana. That's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, that'll be an interesting game.
Let me tell them the keyword. The keyword that there is no keyword.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta enjoy the show.
25 Oregon versus number 10 Iowa State.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see your predictions on that one.
Well, I'm gonna give these. I think NC State's gonna beat Kentucky.
Well, if you had asked me that one, I would have said yes, NC State.
NC State. I think that Indiana is going to take care of Ole Miss. They should have beat Ohio State. And I also...
They should have beat number 3 Ohio State? Yeah. Okay.
Indiana should have beat Ohio State.
Okay.
We won't talk about it. And then I'll take Iowa State over Oregon. And then we have number 5 Texas A&M versus...
Hold on, let's step back. You choosing them over Oregon?
Yes.
Wow. You know, Oregon, they perform. They're almost like Miami. Like, it's kind of unpredictable how they're going to perform.
Yeah, I think Ohio State will take care of Oregon.
Okay.
I think it'll be competitive, but I just think Ohio State will end up winning.
Okay.
And then we have, our big bowl games. One that took place on Wednesday, which was the Florida-Oklahoma game. And then we talked about Georgia versus Cincinnati. In the Peach Bowl, we had the Fiesta Bowl. We just talked about Oregon versus Iowa State. Okay, now the last two, the biggest bowls right now, Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. You got Notre Dame versus Alabama.
Number 1 Alabama versus number 4
For Notre Dame.
I'm going with Alabama. You should have knew I was going to go with Alabama, and I've been going with Alabama since Friday football started, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm going for that team because of the way they perform, not because I like the colors of Alabama, but the team, they're just a powerhouse. I feel offense, defense, and so this is what the information I got. So.
Oh, he got information, y'all.
I started off checking it every other week, just like most people do. Then it got out of control. I couldn't help myself. I started checking it day after day after day. I didn't realize that I was becoming addicted until my wife said something.
What did she say?
She said, "It's just a credit score, relax."
Are you checking your credit score?
Huh? Hold on.
Alabama averages 543 yards per game on offense.
That's what happens when you don't play any defenses. Okay, keep going.
Alabama averages 540. I can't wait until next week and see how they perform. If they could put up 400 to 500 yards on that team, then I want to see what's your response going to be.
On Notre Dame?
Notre Dame. How do you feel? Notre Dame even stopped North Carolina and only gave up 298 yards.
How many yards did they give up to Clemson in the ACC championship game?
I don't have that. I didn't.
I can
look
find
at
it for you real quick.
Only because it's Clemson, she wants to pull it up.
I'm going off of your stats.
Okay. Well, that wasn't my stats. I didn't bring up Clemson. But let's see.
Keep going.
Well,
I'll look it up.
their offense, Notre Dame offense, I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball how they have throughout the season against Alabama. Alabama averages 3.1 yards against their opponents. 3.1 yard average.
Okay.
So it's going to be hard. It's going to not only to move the ball, but it's going to be hard to score. It's going to be hard to score against a team that only gives up 3 yards on average per play.
Okay, go to they allowed Clemson 541 yards.
And I think Alabama's going to do the same because I just said Alabama averages 543 yards per game. And I feel that they're going to do around that number, at least around 500 yards against them.
Against Notre Dame?
Yep.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying Clemson just did the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, I picked Alabama over Notre Dame like weeks ago.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a slaughter fest.
You think
That's
so?
going to be a snooze fest.
I don't think so.
The ACC championship was a snooze fest. It was like umpteen to 3 until like the end of the fourth quarter, and Notre Dame just scored that last touchdown. It was like not even close. And Clemson could have scored like 3 more touchdowns, but Dabo just started playing vanilla, typical third and fourth quarter football.
I love that. I love they do that. You give everyone opportunity for some field
play,
time.
yeah.
Some play time.
So, I mean, it really could have been a whole lot worse, the Clemson-Notre Dame game. Nick Saban don't have that same sentiment, so it's going to get ugly fast.
So what's your score prediction? That's
They
going to
get
be
that later.
That's going to be down in the comment section.
No, we're going to do that later when we go live.
Okay.
Yeah. They get the scores. It's going to be ugly, though.
So they play tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They play tonight at 4:00.
We're going to go live at 11.
This not in my. I didn't sign that contract either. I thought we discussed this already about these like lives that I haven't signed my financial.
Oh, we're not going to do live? Okay, I'll do the scores in the comments, guys.
We'll do the live at 11. I'm gonna have to interrupt my work schedule again.
It's okay. We can do it in the comments.
You need to start getting you need to talk to the team and start getting these paperwork.
Gotcha.
All this unscheduled lives, moving, messing up my money. Let's go.
Okay.
I know you just trying to get to Clemson anyway.
Yep, Clemson versus Ohio State. Go ahead.
I'm going with Clemson. I think Clemson is going to win that game. What's interesting though is CBS Sports favor Ohio State, which is crazy because they also favor Notre Dame to beat Alabama. CBS Sports favor them to beat Alabama. Notre Dame to beat Alabama. So
nah.
Yeah, and maybe they just like going with the underdogs. They just like, hey, let's see the underdogs like come in, rally over the
Well,
two
you
big
know,
champs.
Clemson's offensive coordinator won't be there due to COVID protocol. So the quarterbacks coach, Brandon Streeter, will be doing a lot of, and him between him, Dabo, and Trevor will be doing a lot of the play calling, which Trevor makes adjustments and calls the plays of the line anyway. So
I don't see that having a major impact on the offense.
I don't think so.
Man, COVID has been 2020, huh?
Unless you're Ohio State.
So let's keep going because I want to hear all you have to say about the Clemson versus Ohio State game.
I hope Dabo hangs 50 on Ohio State, to be honest with you. That's my hope. Like Ohio State, if they were going to go all the way, then when they had Chase Young and they had Fields and they had more weapons than they do this year, last year would have been the year for them to do it. They have less weapons this year. Clemson's better this year. So I don't see why they think it's going to be a different outcome. It's not going to be a different outcome. You have more players that would make you capable to beat Clemson, a good Clemson team last year. You lost those players, and then you think the ones you have are going to perform better than them to beat Clemson, who is a better team.
Ohio State has played good this year, though, this season. So I think it's still going to be a good game. I think the score is going to be wide, maybe like 42-21. Write that down what my predictions are.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down.
42-21.
If I'm going to tell you, if the defense plays like we did against Notre Dame, Ohio State ain't getting to 21. They're going to be lucky to get to 10. I hope Justin Fields eats grass all game. But, again, if you get a different, we have Nolan Turner out for the first half of the game because of the targeting call against Notre Dame at the end of the game.
Right.
And he's a good defensive player, but we will have the other one, so I think we'll do fine. Do you want me to run through my score predictions so we don't have to go live? I got all of them.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Y'all are getting it. Y'all ready? Oregon. Why are you laughing? OMG.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hit her score predictions.
Anything else?
No.
There
Let's
you go.
go.
Okay. How about that?
Uh-oh.
How about that?
Uh-oh, let's hit her score predictions.
All right. Let's start. Georgia versus Cincinnati. I think that is going to be a 32-35 type of game.
That close?
Cincinnati.
Okay.
Oregon, Iowa State. I think that's going to be more of a high scoring game. So I'm going to take Iowa State 45, Oregon 42.
Okay.
Texas A&M UNC, that's going to be a high scoring game. I would say 40-38 UNC.
Okay.
Notre Dame, Alabama. I said it was going to be a slugfest. Alabama 54, Notre Dame 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And your last one?
Clemson, Ohio State. Y'all ready?
Let's hear it.
Where's my drum roll? Do I got a drum roll? No, we don't have a drum roll.
You got that. There you go.
All right. Clemson, Ohio State. Y'all ready? I think Clemson is going to score 45. Ohio State 10. 45-10.
45-10, guys. You heard it. 45-10.
45-10.
Mine was a bit closer, but she's saying 45-10.
So that's it.
Let's hit his music again.
Oh.
As we get ready to wrap it
As
up.
we get ready to wrap it up.
Friday football.
Friday football.
Man, this was good.
It was.
Good. I'm interested to come back next Friday and talk about the results. The aftermath of all of this.
The aftermath.
The aftermath of all of this.
And the national championship game, January 11th.
January the 11th.
Yeah.
That falls on what day?
A week from Monday.
No, I mean, what day is that? January
Monday.
11th? Monday.
Yep.
Wealth Building Monday. Talking about Wealth Building Monday, guys. We will see you on Monday for Wealth Building Monday. And make sure you like, subscribe right now.
Right now, do it.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining us for episode number 22.
Yes.
Friday football. YMA Nation.
And Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year's.
With the boss's view, you gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association. Joe.